My name is Katrina Golden. I teach at GEO Prep Mid-City in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We are a K through 8 charter school, and our students are um, high poverty and low achieving. So we use Edulastic and Google Classroom in a variety of ways. The first way is we have in Louisiana we use what's called DRC, and for our computer labs we have to the IT team has to load an app, and it just takes a whole lot of time away from the kids, the students doing their tests. So we use Edulastic. And so the way we use Edulastic is to give our students, specifically our K through 8 students, the opportunity to use the computers in a testing environment, because they take the state standardized test on the computer. Okay, so in my upper elementary classes, grades 3 through 5, we use Google Classroom to keep track of our assignments, assessments, and we also do typing. So I'm able to give them assignments like we spoke of before, and they can log into the different typing programs and everything with Google Classroom. In our 3 to 5 math classrooms, we use Edulastic for our exit tickets, additional practice, quizzes, and assessments. We're actually on the Affirm platform, which is linked with Edulastic. So we do in math we use Eureka. So they have a lot of different questions that our math teachers can use to assess students, give them exit tickets, and the additional practice on the computer. So with 4th grade math, and I don't know if I can click that, but I wanted you to see how we kind of set it up. And I did not know about the omit feature, so that is something that I'm definitely going to take back to my school and to our math teachers so they can know. We haven't had a lot of training on using Google Classroom and Edulastic. For me personally, I learned about Google Classroom a couple years ago when I taught middle school, and so I got a lot of training on that because the school I was at was 1-to-1. However, this school is 1-to-1 as well. We just don't have we just didn't have a lot of time to do those trainings. But the teachers come in, they're getting the hang of it, and they've been using it. So it's working for us. We also use it for our LEAP 360 interim assessments. And what those are, they're basically kind of like practice tests based on the our LEAP 2025 test. And it's a shorter version, but we give it 3 times a year. The first being at the beginning of the year, diagnostic, and then the second, we're actually gearing up to take the second interim, and then they're going to take a third interim. What we use Edulastic for is because our 3rd and 4th graders take the test on paper, we use Edulastic. I enter in the assessment, and we use the bubble sheets, and we can actually go back after I scan the bubble sheets. They get the data I give them the data from that, and they can see what standards they need to work on or what the students are missing. In our ELA classes, we haven't used it as much this year because we're transitioning to a new Tier 1 curriculum, which is Wit and Wisdom. So I think probably as the school year goes along, we're going to be able to use that a little bit more so our students can get the practice that they need to be successful with the technology enhanced items that are only 2025, like the drag and drop, with math, the writing, the expressions, the equations, social studies with the typing, the responses, because they don't have a lot of time, to take those tests. They're only like 90 minutes, and they have to read a passage, answer questions, and then write an essay. And with our demographic of students, we have to kind of push them to be cognizant of their time and to be able to actually complete the test. So that's really how we have been using it. And we also, Edulastic has the state practice test on the platform. So last year, what we did was we broke it off into sessions and set it up just like the LEAP test is set up, and gave them the same amount of time and everything. So they could get another feel for using the computers and Edulastic.